everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Cowboys coming in at 5-2, going up against the Chiefs, who come in at 4-4.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Smith. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try to run with Hunt into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in down and goal from the 4. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. 1st and goal here from the 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try again with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. but not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You're thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, the 40. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
My grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Prescott now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. Faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Smith. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
12 more yards there and another first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The give is to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. From the red zone now, Prescott from the right side, complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And again, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to the specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go!
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Prescott to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to stick with Dez. There got too physical. Pass interference.
I like your note there. So physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott looking downfield for Dez. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down following the run. To throw is Smith. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A dump off to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Prescott on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Prescott yet again. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and it's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A second down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. It's Smith. Steps away to his left. And going deep for him. It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that's going to make it 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They run with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Hunt, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.